of being together. So let's do that. Go ahead and close your eyes. Sit up tall. And practice kind of opening up your awareness so that you can feel that you are still here with all of us. And that wherever yoga is happening, transformation will take place. You can trust the process. So allow your body to soften. Allow your tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth. Relax your hands wherever they are resting. And bring your awareness to your breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils. See if you can feel the touch of your breath right on your nostrils, over your top lip, wherever you can feel that. Give yourself the time to be still in this meditation. Wherever yoga is happening, there is transformation. Right where you are. And sometimes the transformation can feel like big shifts. Sometimes it's very subtle. Meditation right here at the beginning of our yin practice sets us up to be able to notice the subtle shifts. Slow down and pay attention. It may not be comfortable always to be still, to sit with what is here. Come back to your breath. breath right here. Let it out with a sigh. Walk your hands behind you. Let your chest rise and your chin float. Lean back on your hands. Release your feet out from in front of you. Put them flat on the mat. Let your knees quietly go side to side like windshield wipers. Your knees are bent and you're just rolling side to side over your bottom. I forgot to ask, because I haven't been teaching as much on Zoom. Raise your hand if you're cool with being spotlighted, and if you're not, it's totally fine. Thanks. And then the next time that your legs get to one side, just kind of swing them back behind you. Climb onto hands and knees. If you have any props, take them off. When you get to hands and knees, pressing your palms, lift your chest and chin, look up. Like that cow dunking your belly, lifting your heart, and then exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. You're going to go back and forth, arching, lifting your chin and chest as you breathe in. Exhale, rounding, tuck your chin. You can do this with your eyes closed, or you can open your eyes and see what's above and below. Even after just a few rounds of this, you're already going to feel changed. We're kind of looking for the subtle. So maybe you slow this down, slower than you normally would go. Good. Next exhale, sit your hips all the way back towards your heels. Just a breath or two in a child's pose. Dropping your elbows, dropping your head, reminding yourself this is yin practice. So whenever you feel your muscles activate, if you can practice letting them go. Now begin to rise up again. And make your way all the way down onto your belly. When you get to your belly, drop your head onto your hands. Your legs can be flopped in whatever direction you want, heels out or heels in. On your next inhale, prop yourself up onto your elbows. And maybe take a moment to push down with your elbows. Actively lift your chest and chin away from the earth in an active Sphinx pose. If you actively press down, lift your chin, see if you can feel all the muscles of your back contracting. Now, as you exhale, let your chest and head just kind of fall through. Your muscles of your back will still be in a back bend feeling, but they're no longer firing. Instead, it just feels like you're hanging out on your bones. Your spine is like a rope being hung between two trees. Your head falls. And just like your meditation, simply come back to your breath. We spend a lot of time in yin yoga looking deep inside. Our eyes are closed often. Our head is dropping often. And looking down kind of into the darkness. I have a friend, she's in her late 70s. She's got a lot of wisdom. She said to me just today, anything good comes out of the darkness. Whether it be a baby, a diamond, a flower, comes out of the darkness, has to be dug for, searched for, unearthed. And very often, a journey into difficult spaces. In the silence, in the stillness, go inside. Stay with me. Take another breath in. Exhale and ease yourself all the way down. As you come down to the earth, start to slowly roll over onto your back body, rolling all the way onto your back. Take your time. When you get there, you might want to draw your knees in as a counter pose or take a happy baby. You may want to roll your knees around, finding where your legs kind of meet your hip sockets. Let's awaken our hips a little bit, which we haven't done so much yet. We'll be doing that now. Yeah, happy baby is a yummy way to do that. Now go ahead and bring your feet flat to the floor. Let your knees fall open. So that's one option. Soles of your feet together, knees open. Arms can fall open as well. This is pretty easy-ish as we open groins. If you want a little bit more sensation of your inner thighs, you can play with bringing one foot towards your pubic bone and then taking the other foot in front of it. So it's called Siddhasana, or the sage pose, where the feet are kind of one in front of the other, and then pulling them nice and close to your pubic bone will add to the sensation of your groin. And play with it. But you don't have to feel a super lot right now. Just let the weight of your legs fall open and go back to the rhythm of your breath, in and out through your nose. The staying with your breath is the effort in yin. Staying with it moment by moment. And again, maybe you close your eyes and you go inside. If you have one foot closer to your pubic bone, you can go ahead and switch now, taking the other foot in front and lovingly kind of snuggling it in a little bit more. Try to slide the flesh of your bottom down towards your feet. And in the last minute or so, you're also welcome to take your arms over your head and grab opposite elbows. Come back to your breath. Good, last few breaths here. And then let's all explore together that happy baby. So very slowly reach down and gather your legs up into your body. You can either reach for your feet or your big toes. You might feel the difference whether you're grabbing the inner blade or the outer blade edge of your foot. Just kind of notice the relationship. Your feet are kind of in line-ish with your knees. Your knees are laying apart with your torso in between. We're going to begin to make our way towards that very same posture with a different orientation with the earth. So when you're ready, roll on over to a fetal position on one side. Take your time. We've been down for a little while. Press your hands into the floor, inhale, and come all the way up onto your hands and knees. You might do on your hands and knees what we did in the beginning, rounding and arching, opening up your spine again. And then from your hands and knees, swivel yourself to the long edge of your mat. Take your mat and roll it or fold it in half so that you have a little bit more padding under your knees. Or if you're already like on a carpet and you don't need that, it's fine. Then you're gonna begin to walk your knees apart as we prepare for the frog. Big hip opener, but it's kind of the same thing that we did in Happy Baby. Legs go apart. And then your feet widen so that they're kind of in line with your knees. You want your pelvis to move down towards the floor in between your knees, not back towards child's pose, but right kind of in the middle-ish. You've got it, guys. That's it. Now maybe bring your elbows down, or like I can see some of you have some support, like a pillow under your head or your chest. That's fine. Lot of sensation in this frog. We're going to be really patient with ourselves here, with our body. We're going to find a place that really works for us. Everybody's bones are different. You may not ever really be comfortable, but you should be able to breathe in some way, settle in some way. And close your eyes and watch the transformation that is inevitable. It will happen. How it happens is unknown, but it will happen. Watch, stay with it, breathe.
the city lights. She stands on the ledge, she says, looks so it's a long way down. It's like a long way down. It feels like a long way down. Yeah, like a long way down. Oh, honey, don't leave, please don't leave me now. 'Cause I can feel the rivers winding through the lines. Two lines of poem, you know, like a kind old ride. You know, they could talk in that language only we understand. Long way down. You know, love is a long way down. It feels like a long way down. Oh, it feels like a long way down. Oh, honey, don't leave, please don't leave now.
Stay with it. That's a long way down. And all of the most valuable things come from that deep place. We may have to go through a lot. And while we're in it, we may not want to be there. And that too is all part of the process. Even our resistance is the journey itself. Is your body still holding on somewhere? Is your mind? It's totally fine. Just keep going. Keep breathing. One more full breath right here. Let it go. Begin to slowly climb up. It might feel like a journey to get back up to the surface again. If your mat is folded, Unfold it, turn yourself around to sit on your bottom. And listen to your body when you get to your seat. What do you need? Do you want to walk your hands back? Do you want to hug your knees in to your chest? Take a reverse table or windshield wipers are good. Joining together on our seat now. We're going to move towards our shoelace pose. So allow your right leg to come under and your left leg to go on top. I'll show you in my cargo shorts. And you want to have your seat kind of between your feet if you can. You can sit up on a prop, that sometimes makes it easier. You could even just have a leg on top or take a simple cross leg if full shoelace is not available. Squeeze your thighs together. Take a breath in to lift out of your waist and then walk forward. Drip your elbows and drop your head over your legs. Yeah, I love how some of you are using props. At the same time, you want to make sure that your props don't limit you from being able to go deeper. Sometimes they make it easier to hang in there, but at some point as your body lets go, you're going to want to lower or remove your props so that you can really get deep. Go back to the rhythm of your breath. I've been taking a writing course, and the teacher has challenged us to keep working on a particular piece, keep going back in and revising it over and over again. It's been difficult for a lot of us. We find ourselves judging our work and struggling to find the perspective we want to give. And as I was listening to my classmates and watching myself, I realized that's very much what we experience during our yoga teacher training programs. There's always a point at which we struggle with self-judgment or criticism, or we just even don't want to do it anymore. We want to give up. And we know, those of us who've gone through it and those of us who lead it, we always remind each other this is such an important, necessary part of the process. The digging in the darkness, the struggle, the resistance. It makes the transformation possible, the true transformation, the accomplishment, the diamond. The bud unfolding must come from that place. Trust the process, the journey, the practice. If you can go even deeper now. Your next inhale, begin to slowly reemerge. Walk yourself all the way up and take any movements in the transition. Walk your hands back. Just make sure that you're moving slowly and mindfully, not shaking out or jolting your body in any way. Let your legs slowly open. And then even reaching down with your own hand and kind of snuggling your left foot underneath, like moving with love, taking your right leg on top, bringing your hips in the center, like feel every little shift. With an inhale, lift up tall out of your waist. And exhale, bow forward. Bravely going back down again. And carry your steady breath with you like a light into that darkness, like that flashlight on the miner's hat that guides their way in. Close your eyes and follow your breath. bravely let go a little more. Can you put your thoughts quietly in the background and keep feeling this? Keep going. What if your diamond is just a few inches lower? What if your insight is a few more breaths longer? It's right there. Keep going. One more full breath right here. And let it go. And then slowly begin to walk yourself up. Take your time. At the top, gently unravel your legs. Extend them out in front of you. Good. Scoot your bottom forward towards your feet so that your knees bend, and you can once more lie down slowly onto your back body. Have whatever props you're going to have for Shavasana, because we won't get up again before the end. How wonderful is that? That's good news. But before we head that way, let's do a brief counter pose for all those forward folds we just did. If you have a block or a bolster nearby, you can certainly use it. If not, this might be a little bit muscular. You'll see how it goes. You can come up and down. Press your feet into the floor. Inhale, lift your hips away from the earth. And if you have a block or a bolster, slide it underneath your bottom. And if you don't, just lifting your hips up to bridge, take a couple of breaths. And then when you need to, you can come on back down again. We're just exploring the counter pose of bridge. If you're on the block, You might walk your feet away from you to get more sensation in the front of your legs. So either taking a couple of breaths in bridge, going up and down a few times, or taking this full supported bridge on a block. Explore what it feels like to reopen your front body while you're maintaining this steady, calm awareness. Still listening to your breath. Good. If you don't have a block, you can just come on down. If you do, maybe take another breath or two and then you can meet us. We'll all gather our knees into our belly. And gentle rock from side to side. And take your block out if you still have it. Coming into this knees to belly. Keep your knees in, open your arms out to the sides and drop both your knees over to your right side. You can take your right hand to the outside of your leg if you want. You can even extend your left leg long if you would like. Let your left shoulder drop, turn your head to the left. Then reclose your eyes and just breathe into this twist. Slowly bring your knees across the center. Take them to your left side. The reclined twist is preparing us for the deepest dive into Shavasana, helping us feel connected to the earth. Here you may be going around your body and just continually emptying out any effort or tension. What have you been unearthing? What have you been opening patiently? What in these times that we've been living in, what darkness have you had to live through, both inside and around you? Certainly that has transformed you, caused you to be revised, like any work of art. When you're ready, you can bring your knees into your belly and take any final movements that your body wants to take, or set up any props that you want to use for Shavasana tonight. You may put some pillows under your knees. Since we're at home, we might as well use what we got. But some of you are doing some more happy baby or plow or shoulder stand. Yeah, take whatever you need. A blanket over you, an eye pillow on your eyes. Make sure that your body really lets go when it gets to Shavasana. Legs can flop to the corners of your mat, arms drop from your shoulders. Head is heavy and your eyes are closed. Find stillness now and watch transformation. Watch the journey. Couple more breaths right here. Feel where you are. No, we didn't make it out to the deck tonight. We are still in a new place. Right here where we are, in our homes, in our bodies. Thank yourself for showing up tonight. Slowly begin to stretch out long on your mat. Legs down long, arms unfurling over your head. Take a yawning stretch. And slowly draw your knees into your belly. And tip over to one side. Pause in a fetal position. When you're ready, you can press your hands into the earth. Come on up and join us sitting. Let's keep our eyes closed for a moment. If we can kind of stay in this internal darkness, if you will. Remembering that through the darkness, all good things come. We bring our hands to heart center and we wish this goodness for ourselves, for all beings everywhere. Really takes a big heart to wish it really for all beings, even those who challenge us. They too have their darkness. May all beings everywhere be happy, peaceful, and free. Together we'll take one more full breath in. Let it go. Let's bow together to the light in you and me. Namaste. If you're not on camera and you want to get on camera, or if you want to unmute and say namaste, feel free to do it. Thanks to those who spotlighted.
Namaste. Thank you, Karin.
Namaste.
Thank you, Karin.
Oh, hi, Hev.
Hi. I can't even open my eyes now.
Oh, I didn't know you were there. I never know
Quietly.
which Heather it was. I didn't know which Heather was there. And
Yeah,
Sheila
well.
might be sleeping. Who knows?
I almost fell asleep like 3 times during that.
Even during Frog? And
No.
Oh, there's Sheila. How you feeling?
Hi, it was good, thank you.
You're so welcome. I kept looking out my window like, oh, the sky is blue. But, oh well. Now it looks pretty yucky. It's gray again. Well, maybe we can try again for next Tuesday. I'll talk to Lisa about it.
Sounds good.
I would love that.
I'm going away for the rest of the week on Wednesday next week, but we can do Tuesday maybe.
Where are you going?
Karin.
We're going to LBI, just like 4 days at the beach. Can't
Oh, that'd be
wait.
nice. Yeah.
Fun.
I need it.
Great. Yeah.
I might leave the children here and just go by myself.
You would miss them.
I get that.
I would.
Eventually.
Well, I don't know if Lisa's sleeping or she went to pick up her son from baseball practice, but I don't know where she went, but we'll talk about next week. We'll figure it out. I think she's still doing Thursday night, although she might want to make sure there's no more Boy Scouts on the deck Thursday night. But that's the plan. Thursday night at 7. And then Sunday is here with Buffy.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
join us.
Thank you, Karen.
Yeah. It was funny, Kelly. I could see was it your mom walking back and forth?
I kept hearing them and I was like, this is so not peaceful.
Oh, well, I
They
hope you were
left.
able to get into the zone a little bit.
Yeah, I'm really good at ignoring them now.
You had a lot of practice.
Quarantine.
Okay, well, if you want to join us tomorrow night is book club at 8. Otherwise, I will see you next time.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Okay, love you guys. Have a
Love
great
you.
night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Betty.